Today I have the distinct honor and privilege of introducing our next speaker, my trailblazing boss, and recently appointed San Francisco City Attorney, David Chiu. David is a trailblazer in many ways. He is the first Chinese American to serve as District 3 Supervisor in San Francisco, the first Chinese American to be the President of the Board of Supervisors and holding that position for 3 terms, the first Chinese American representing Assembly District 17 in California, and the first Asian American Pacific Islander to ever hold the position of City Attorney in San Francisco. David is no stranger to F-Bank. He has been a tremendous supporter of the organization, and most recently speaking at our Tenants' Rights Workshop and our holiday party in 2020. Welcome, David Chiu.
Good evening, everybody. How are we doing tonight? Woo! All right, this is quite a party. So I have to share with you that as I was walking in the door, someone said to me, "Hey, what's this party about?" And I said, "It's a bunch of lawyers." And he might have said, "A bunch of crazy rich Asian lawyers." And I said, "You know, like Aquafina, you may not be rich, but that is crazy." Listen, I gotta say, as someone who's been to my share of Asian lawyer parties, F-Bank throws the best parties in the business. All that being said, you know, I have to really hand it to F-Bank. Your leadership has been tremendous, and I'm not just talking about the fact that we are celebrating 40 years of this organization. Not just talking about the fact that NAPABA has acknowledged you as the affiliate of the year in the country. But as Supervisor Haney mentioned, you know, this year has been incredibly challenging on so many fronts when it's come to pandemic and recession and inequities, and the fact that this organization devoted thousands of pro bono hours to help hundreds of our residents to get through this time. I just want to say thank you to your leadership, and of course I want to thank Jen and Madi for your incredible leadership. How many of you thought when you heard them speak that these Benai sisters have to run for office someday? So 4 weeks ago and 4 days, I was sworn in as the first Asian American City Attorney in San Francisco. And I want to share that at my swearing-in, I asked a Filipino American attorney to speak at the ceremony. My friend was a former member of the San Francisco City Attorney's Office, one of my closest friends in the legislature, and Rob Bonta is the first Asian American Attorney General of the state of California. Woo! And Rob and I, we've talked about the fact that we would not be in our positions today, but for this community of lawyers. I have had in my office for 13 years as a state legislator a photograph of my wall, a photograph of a young Filipino activist being dragged out by San Francisco deputy sheriffs on August the 4th, 1977, 10 minutes from here in the International Hotel. And all of you know that the Asian American political movement started because Filipino activists said, we will not allow our Manongs to be evicted, we're going to stand up for our immigrant workers. And this moment is what led to generations of not just Asian American activists, but Asian American attorneys who have lifted up this community. Attorneys like one of your honorees tonight, my good friend Bill Tamayo, who, when he's not playing in a band, was the first Asian American to head up EEOC offices here in the United States. There are so many folks who are OGs here. I want to just thank Ernie Lorente, I know Ray Ocampo's here, even Billy Chan way in the back. But for everyone coming together, Rob Bonta and I know we would not be here. And I want to say, as someone who is so incredibly honored to run the San Francisco City Attorney's Office, our office is one of the best public law offices in the country because we have great lawyers. Great lawyers like your incoming president, Raymond. Ray, just because I said this tonight, you still got to show up at work at 9 o'clock on Monday. But listen, let me just say this in closing. Rob and I know that the past, the present, and the future of our community is here in this room. And I just want to thank F-Bank, and I want to let you know that I look forward to working with all of you, to fighting with you, and to partying with you this evening. Have a wonderful night.